Hey guys, it's your boy Uncle P. Just set up the camera in my gaming room. Guys, look, I've been on Twitter early in the morning. I didn't even want to talk about this, but I felt like I need to give my opinion on this. So, I saw a post where it says, regret sex is not rape. Stop false accusing people because you got rejected. So, there's been this hashtag real Javier must fall, where he's been accused of possibly raping someone or forcefully doing something that he wasn't supposed to do. Now, the whole story is quite weird. I saw the screenshots, I saw everything else, I saw everything. I literally didn't want to comment. So this morning I kept saying, and people kept posting about it. So I commented on this specific post and I said, I've been avoiding this tweet because the truth is we have destroyed men and women relationships. The truth is times are hard and a lot of women have become evil. They will set you up. You're making real victims hiding fear coming out of cause your chase clout for followers. Anyways, Twitter gives you small characters, so I'm gonna define what I meant on that specific reply. Guys, a lot of women for some reason have really changed. Not for some reason, but I understand. Times are tough, things are hectic, people are struggling, money is hectic, slave queens ain't making the type of money they used to make in clubs. Bros ain't spending the way they used to spend. So it's leading to people setting up people every single day, all day. Guys, look, you see, the problem with this is it's making real victims now be silent. How are you going to get raped or forced into doing something that you don't want to do, and you know very well that you can legally go to the police and open up a case, yet not do that, but you choose to go to social media and write about it? And why is it always that when this incident happens, it's always with individuals who meet up with influencers? It's never with ordinary people. It's never with people that got 1,000 followers, 500 followers, not even with people with 5,000 followers. It's always with people with 10 and 20 and 30,000 followers. Why is it that these women only, when they go out with influencers, these things happen? So you want to tell me that these guys out there with so many followers, with all this content that they put out there, risk losing everything, being exposed on social media, and you're not even saying that he raped you? You say that you guys were having foreplay, and then during the process, guys, let's define consent, because that's the word that everybody's using. Everybody's on some consent this, consent that. So the thing that made me do this video is this specific thing. So this girl says, "Dear us, unlearn and learn." So what is consent? And let me read it. When it comes to sex, silence is not consent. Flirting is not consent. Being in a relationship is not consent. So basically, just because you're flirting with me doesn't mean that you have allowed me to sleep with you. Just because you're in a relationship with me doesn't mean that I'm allowed to sleep with you. Totally agree. Consent for one thing is not consent for another. So if you allow me to kiss you, it doesn't mean that you have allowed me to touch you down there. Very true. Dressing in sexy clothes is not consent. Definitely. Having had sex before is not consent. Guys, just because you slept with somebody doesn't mean if they come back to your place, that means that they've consented on it again. Very true. Being too drunk or high to say no is not consent. Definitely. Guys, when somebody is high, I'm not sure with whatever, as long as that person is not in their normal mind and they cannot control themselves, guys, listen, it's best not to even try anything. Rather take care of them, make sure that they wake up knowing that nothing happened to them, regardless. Even if it's your girlfriend or your wife and you know that they won't mind in the morning, don't do it. It's better to always make love or have sex with somebody when they are sober-minded, unless obviously when they are drunk, they're the ones who initiate it and insist on it. I just don't like sex. Drunk sex is just bad, because you never know if somebody's really wanting it or not wanting it. But anyways, I agree with this. Being passed out is not consent. Being passed out, I'm not sure what that means, but I agree. Just because the word passed out, meaning if I pass out, and I'm taking it in that sense, if I fall and pass out, I'm not consenting you to do shit to me. Guys, I'm sorry I didn't use my YouTube studio. This thing touched me. I decided to just put my camera, I'm literally recording with my phone. Put my phone in front of me and record this shit, and I'm gonna edit it using the phone and post it immediately. Because people need to start understanding that this thing is becoming ridiculous. We are beginning to accuse each other for rape like it's nothing. This thing destroys lives. It destroys people's lives, especially for being forcefully accused. Because if somebody forcefully accuses you of rape, you know, or of forcing yourself onto them, how do you even defend yourself if you know you did not do it, and the only thing you can say is, I didn't do that? And as a man, you know it's very difficult for anyone to believe you that you just didn't do something, you know. So it's very important that, guys, listen. Immediately when the word no is used in any of the situations, stop. And even, especially when, before you do anything, once she's already said no, oh no, I don't feel like doing it, but let's see how the day goes. Bro, listen, take sex out of the equation, because if you have to convince her to do it, then chances are she's going to regret it later. And you don't know what she's going to do once she regrets it. Guys, oh man, okay, but anyways, let's keep going. If a person is underage, it's not consent. Underage, okay? This is getting weird, but anyways, being afraid to say no is not consent. Making out is not consent, very true. Going into the bedroom is not consent. Okay, guys, let's break this down. Ladies, stop playing games. Stop being stupid. You can't come to a guy's house, go into his bedroom, take off your clothes, or start kissing him while sitting on the bed and claim that's not consent. You need to understand, okay? When you talk about agreements, certain agreements are not just verbal, okay? There's verbal agreements, okay, and then there are actions. Let's say, for example, we have an agreement for you to purchase something from me. I know this does not have to do with sex. You have to purchase something from me. And I pay you prior to you bringing that thing. Me paying you means that I've already played my part on the agreement you need to deliver. So you can't say later on that no, what not. Now, let's go to sex, for example. Let's say, for example, I send you and say, what's up? I want you to come over. I really enjoyed last time. And yeah, man, I really want to do something freaky. That's what I tell you. I want to do something freaky. I want to have a good time. I want to enjoy. And you show up at my house. Let's say we're in the living room. That's where we start. Boom, 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 boom. We have something to eat. We're watching Netflix and chill. Whatever it is that we're doing. Later on, we move from the living room to the bedroom. Come on, girl. Come on, man. You want to tell me the fact that we left the living room, we went to the bedroom, and the fact that we've been chatting and you were coming over, at that stage, I should still be under the impression there is no consent. You see, the problem is you guys are playing too much games. You see, the issue is, guys, you need to understand, women that do this are women that want to benefit something. Listen, a girl that likes you, a girl that wants you would never play this kind of games. She will never show up at your house looking good, looking all nice, you know, having a good time, going to your bedroom, going to your bed, and then later on be like, I didn't say yes. She would never do that. It is these slay queens, these girls that want to financially benefit from you, that play this kind of trickery games. You see, they want to set you up. They want to emotionally play you to such an extent that you know, they want to turn you on to such an extent. I've had it done to me, where a girl turns you on so much, only in the end, she will even touch you down there. She'll even play with you, just so in the end she can go, oh, by the way, what am I getting out of this? She's literally asking you, what am I getting out of this after she's done all that? Well, at least she was willing to ask for the money. She says, hey, pay. I actually like to get paid before anything happens. Great. I had the choice to say, hell no, I ain't paying for this shit. I am out, which is a decision I made. And I've made many times before. Some guys can't control their emotions. Guys, that's your problem if you can't control it. I'm telling you right now, that's your problem. Because once you get accused of rape, that shit will destroy your whole life. Don't do it. Listen, it's simple. Guys, to save yourself, just don't do it. If you're really a good person, if you're really a good guy, if you really have good intentions, if you're really, you're not that, just don't do it. I mean, it's not worth it. There's so many girls out there that would sleep with you. Bro, 150, 50 bucks, go somewhere, you bro, bury it wherever, get your hooker, masturbate. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Ladies, I know legit women would never do this. So I'm talking to those wretched women that are setting niggas up for these exact things to start happening. So we need to start defining consent and nonsense like this. It is women who are setting up men. It's these thirsty ass, wretched women that are setting up men. And then you want a relationship. People are getting scared to get into relationship. You can't even go on social media and meet anybody anymore. Whether it's even for friendship purposes or even business purposes. You can meet a female on social media that you just want to talk to. And then it happens that there's a business there that you guys can interact with. But you don't want to meet up with them because you're afraid, because you don't even know what to think. Or the female is scared. Trust has become a serious problem in the black community, in the black culture. We are destroying trust completely between black women and black men because of this nonsense. I continue to read. Being afraid to, making out is not consent. Going to the bedroom is not consent. Maybe is not consent. Why would you say maybe? Maybe what? Maybe if Jesus Christ shows up, maybe if I give you $2,000, maybe if I get too tipsy, maybe if the weed is good, maybe if the vibe is right. Guys, come on, we grown people, we grown. Why are we playing these games? We grown. Baby girl, there is no way you wore matching underwear and bra just to come through, get into my room, and then say no. But anyways, guys, no is no still. I continue. No is not consent. Okay, obviously. Sexual activity without consent is sexual assault. Consent is a voluntary, conscious, and mutual agreement to engage in sexual activity. Only yes is consent. Stop, ask, listen, get consent. Okay, so stop, ask, listen, get consent. Guys, let's go and define consent. Okay, I'm literally going to go to Google's and just get the definition of consent. I've got it. Consent, noun, permission for something to happen or agreement to do something. In quotes, no change may be made without the consent of all parties. Guys, so the definition of consent, once you say yes and we initiate, no change at that moment may take place without, it says here, without the consent of all parties. That means including me. So once I'm already hot and bothered and we've initiated, you can't suddenly say no. We both need to be in agreement, because you need to understand my engines are pumping around. But guys, when it comes, this is the definition of consent. If you guys really want to take consent into literal definition. But we are humans, we are people, guys. The emotions evolve and feelings. So yes, there's a possibility during the process of kissing and doing this, there's a legitimate possibility that a lady at that moment gets a bit emotional, starts feeling a bit uncomfortable because maybe you went a bit too rough. Maybe something hit and she's like, oh, maybe this is too soon. Maybe she needs another reassurance. Guys, listen to me. The moment the word no comes out in any of that situation, screw the definition of consent. Because if we're going to talk about consent legitimately in its definition, then the sexual activity shall continue until I am satisfied because we consented already. But no, that's not the case when it comes to sex, guys. When the no comes, please stop. I don't want to do this anymore. No, I don't like this anymore. You stop immediately. I don't care how horny. Dude, make a fool out of yourself if you have to. Hold your hand, take Vaseline, take whatever lubrication. Start masturbating. You don't even need to do it in front of her. Don't be weird now. Go to the bathroom. Dude, just don't do it. I honestly, like, this is becoming ridiculous. Like, what are we doing, guys? What the hell are we doing? Consent. Anyways, I'm your boy Uncle P. I don't know. Comment below, what do you think, guys? What's happening to the black culture? What's happening to the black community? What's happening, guys? Is this really what we have become? Rapists, trash, liars, just blatantly destroying each other's lives left and right.